Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Serving Nerve, where we talk about whatever we want, and today we're going to be going through more fat acceptance, body positivity, cringe compilations. TikTok edition, because TikTok is just ticking my talk, clicking my clock, and rocking my cock. Let's just go. So let's just get into this and see where the seas of flame take us. Beautiful, teach me your ways. Okay. Step 1, stop giving an F what anyone else thinks. Fake it till you make it. I actually agree with this in many capacities on the basis of more like your perspective and mentality, not just your physical form, but just in general, your being, your person, whatever you want to say. But just in general, like your individual self. I think you should not let the judgments of other people really affect you, and really you should not care what people think of you. And if it takes faking it till you make it, then that's cool. I personally am not the kind of person who can cope with the whole fake it till you make it. Like, I have to really convince myself of something. But saying that, if there's something inherently wrong with your perspective or your behavior, it will take a level of you looking in on yourself and actually think about what people are judging you for. Because I think we can all understand when, we're doing something morally wrong, weird, gross, sick and twisted things that people do on social media. That's been recently coming to mind based on the whole, like, Ava Chris Tyson situation, Dr. Disrespect, Cody Ko, and we know how to denounce those things and those people in society, even though their individualized perspectives could make it so that they're, like, deflecting people's commentary. There's things to look at like that where I think we should understand, like, there's a reason why society would judge you in that regard because it's morally wrong. But on the basis of your body weight, you should always just endeavor to be healthy and take care of yourself and, love yourself or like yourself for your health and the things you can provide for society more than just your body. Like, I hope this person's doing well and being healthy and whatnot. It looks like they're being active and swimming. So, I don't think they should care what society thinks of them. I think they should just endeavor to live a healthy life. And you know what? You really shouldn't care about what people think about you in society or what most people think about you in society based on physical features and whatnot like that, because most people are trash. But at the end of the day, you should always care about what you think about yourself and always endeavor to do good to yourself by being healthy. Step 2, move your body in ways that make you happy, and eventually it moves the way you want it to. Yes, I 100% agree, and I so far don't believe that this person belongs on a cringe compilation. I think they're actually not being cringe. I think they're being very body positive, but at the same time, they're saying move your body, and they're moving their own body. So you know what? 2+ checkmark multipliers right there, my lady. I hope that you're doing well. Alright, step 3, prosper. And follow me on Twitch to help surround yourself with positivity. Link in the bio. That's cute. I think this person shouldn't be on a cringe compilation. The cringiest thing is follow me on Twitch, but that's just because I hate promoting, like, oh, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, subscribe, like and subscribe, stuff like that. I already went on that tirade with a video I made telling you guys specifically that I hate like and subscribe and saying like and subscribe and all that, and now I'm ironically saying it in this video unintentionally, but you know what I mean. Saying that, this person seems like a total sweetie pop, and I think they should do very well in society, and I hope that they succeed in all their endeavors because they're being a very positive sort, and they're not saying anything ridiculous. They're actually just genuinely being a positive person, and they're endeavoring to move their body in ways that works for them, and promoting that you do the same and not caring what people think of you. So personally, I think there's nothing really wrong with that, and I know that they're a bigger person and they're like obese and stuff, and that's why they ended up on this cringe compilation, but I don't think that they deserve to be on the cringe compilation because they're being a very positive force and they're not saying anything ridiculous.
I just learned something new about like fat phobia, and it's like kinder of disgusting, so I wanted to share it. 30% of fat bodies have type 2 diabetes, but 24% of thin bodies have type 2 diabetes.
But this is the problem. They're saying fat and thin. There's no categorization there, so they should really be categorizing overweight, obese, morbidly obese, normal weight, underweight. Saying that you can have type 2 diabetes at any weight, it usually is just more common with overweight people because it usually takes things like intramyocellular lipids, like fat in the muscle tissues that you have, or higher body fat percentages to perpetuate insulin resistance, from what I've seen, like somewhat theoretically, but generally speaking, you got to be overweight, and also you have to have insulin resistance to actually have the, markers for type 2 diabetes. But saying that, you can have type 2 diabetes at a normal weight, which is why people should always endeavor to be healthy and eat healthily and exercise no matter the body weight. You can say people have an initial bias and perspective that, oh yeah, all fat people or more fat people will have type 2 diabetes than thin people or, normally weighted people. And the number is higher. Even though they're not giving specific, statistics and stuff like that. And they're also not specifying what the thin body weight is and what the fat body weight is or the BMI or anything like that. But in a general sense, I get the idea where the associations are that more fat people have diabetes and are going to die early than thin people. Anybody can experience diabetes if they put themselves into a position where they develop insulin resistance. But saying that, it is more common for severely overweight people to develop things like type 2 diabetes.
And you're probably thinking okay, but yeah, fat people have it. More often than. I was on a date with a doctor last night, and he was saying that thin people are less likely to even go in if they're presenting symptoms of type 2 diabetes. Doctors are less likely to order tests to test the blood sugar levels because of weight bias, so it's actually estimated.
I get the idea. It's on the basis of also reporting, getting diagnoses properly and whatnot, but this still doesn't really explain the overweight people and the amount of people who have diabetes who are overweight. It's a significant sum of people. Saying that, I'd like to see the data on what this person is presenting, and it doesn't matter if you're on a date with a doctor or something like that. That's just one individualized perspective, and it's somewhat theoretical, and we need to actually measure it before we can make an assessment, because it doesn't just take you being overweight to have type 2 diabetes. You can have it when you're a normal weight. It just takes some very weird situations, in my opinion, a lot of body fat percentage or really bad dietary patterns. So I'd like to look into that. I would like to look into that a lot. Saying that, though, I don't think that we should be using that as an excuse. And yeah, that's about my perspective on the matter.
At least 10% more of thin bodies have type 2 diabetes, but they
can't just throw that in there. They're just estimating. We can't keep estimating and guessing. That's just not accurate. You need to actually measure this before we start throwing things out there, all these random numbers, and they're not even specifying thin and fat. So we have no idea what they're talking about.
I recently saw a considerably skinny woman with a visible thigh gap post a picture of herself in this bathing suit on social media. And I looked it up, and the biggest size it comes in is an XL, which measures at most to 31 inches at the hip. So this bathing suit is speaking about something I and many fat people have and have been bullied for, which is our thick thighs, yet it's not even made to fit our bodies.
Listen, this is the thing. Thick thighs save lives. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it is the Ashley Graham, thick thighs save lives, kind of know your meme. It is kind of a meme, thick thighs save lives. But I'm just saying, who cares? There's a difference between thick thighs and morbidly obese thighs. I'm just saying. The term thick is somewhat subjective, but if the clothing doesn't fit you, you can't really make an argument that it's, discriminatory, There's just a point where certain clothing that you order, particularly online, that is constantly shilled out, particularly from random printing companies that are drop shipping, the fact that they don't have your size, it's not surprising, and you shouldn't feel like it's particularly oppressive in that regard, because it is what it is. It just depends on where you're sourcing the materials from. It doesn't matter. You don't need the suit to, show off that your thick thighs save lives. And that meme is basically just you should be accepting of your body and whatnot, but I don't even understand the entire point of the thick thighs save lives thing. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't know, though. It doesn't really matter. I just think this is a stupid argument to make.
You might say, come on, it's just a bathing suit. But this is yet another example of how fat people and the fat community have been pushed out and excluded from the body positivity movement. Now,
bro, it's an XL, dude. It's not it's for somebody who's a skinny stick or anything like that. It's not for somebody who's exclusively a skinny stick or something like that. It's still in the XLs. So it doesn't adhere to somebody who's severely morbidly obese. But it still will, empower those that are dummy thick. So, yeah, if you only fit above an XL, it sucks. But it doesn't mean that it's, marginalizing. How obese do you want clothing lines to go?
I know thickness is trendy, but for those of us that carry around that thickness, it is far beyond trend. We are trying to fight the oppression of fat people. Fat people have limited accessibility in public spaces. Fat people are denied promotions and jobs simply because of their weight. Fat rape victims are less likely to be believed simply because they're fat. So it's not just a bathing suit, it's taking away the very narrative that fat people created.
Okay, wow. I can't believe we managed to segue from a bathing suit not fitting you to all of these other horrible experiences that people have. All of those things are not exclusive to fat people. They really aren't. I know many people, and I also myself have experienced similar things without being severely morbidly obese. So, I'm sorry if that's the case for this individual or anybody else, just on the basis of their body weight. But it doesn't just take such to have such occur, if you get what I'm saying. I just think arguing about a swimsuit and then segueing into all of that is pretty psychotic, actually.
And see, this really brings us to what is really my only problem with skinny people's. What are you guys doing? I tried to get life insurance the other day because I thought I had leukemia. Long story, we'll get to it eventually. But when I was filling out the forms, they had a weight section. I turned it in. They said, guess what, bud? You have to lose weight before we will give you life insurance because you're morbidly obese. But these fuckers, I did not see anywhere on the forms where there was a question like, oh, do you and your buddy Blaine go out to the Bluffs on Saturday? I don't know what.
Okay, there are certain instances where, depending on what life insurance you're trying to get, or if you're getting life insurance, whether you're fat or skinny, you're going to have to disclose certain things. Like, pre-existing conditions, if you're a smoker, if you ride a motorcycle particularly, because deaths by motorcycle are very common, and also injuries when you are on a motorcycle are very common. I already know somebody who died from the experience of a motorcycle accident, and it sucks. But yeah, you have to disclose your body weight. You do. You have to disclose your body weight because guess what? There is a level of morbidity you can hit because you're morbidly obese. It is what it is. It also depends on what profession you work. If you work a dangerous job, you also cannot be able to properly apply for life insurance or have to pay more for your life insurance. It is what it is. So yeah, if this person is severely morbidly obese, they will have to lose weight to be able to apply appropriately for life insurance. They're doing you a favor in the long run. Like, it is an indicator of early death, and insurance companies don't want to lose money on you. But the other thing is, if this guy also thinks he has leukemia, that's another concern, like a pre-existing condition when you apply for life insurance. Life insurance companies don't care about your feelings. They care about the facts. And they also care if they make money off of you or if they have to pay out a significant sum of money that they can lose earlier if you die early. So, yeah, it makes sense. Now, saying that, there are certain things like bungee jumping, paragliding, whatever that person was doing. And it's like, you can't complain if somebody decides to, as a one-off, do these things. It's not like they're doing extreme sports every 10 seconds. Or if they are, if it doesn't apply to the life insurance companies, why would you disclose it? And also, that person probably doesn't even have life insurance. So it's like, whatever, who cares? Maybe they do, who knows? But like, it's just a stupid argument to make. This is a stupid argument.
What that is it a bluff, a crevasse? I don't know what a crevasse even fucking is. Do you guys go out there and paraglide with silk sheets naked, trying to mow the lawn of these hills with your bare asses? What the f***? I don't understand how my lifestyle is dangerous. The only thing I'll do to this that's similar is the lazy river. And the only thing that's dangerous about the lazy river is you're gonna get pink eye and athlete's foot every single time.
Okay, I do not understand how in denial or ignorant you have to be to not understand that you can die early when you are morbidly obese or severely morbidly obese or even just obese. Like, it doesn't matter. You're still in a position that is considered unhealthy and insurance companies don't want to pay for it. So what is the argument here? Like, you're comparing apples to oranges here. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Ban skinny people.
Ban skinny people. It's just so stupid. It's like, this guy's just butthurt. It's like, bro, don't be butthurt. Just get good. Like, dude, this is the problem. It's like, all these people do is complain instead of change their problems. Like, solve your own problem. Either don't get life insurance or lose some weight so you can get the life insurance. Like, he's just butthurt because he's not a winner in his own book, and it's disappointing. Like, he can do better. Do better for yourself. Like, you feel like you deserve better. You feel like you're not good enough for the circumstances, or you're being told you're not good enough for the circumstances. Like, get good. Like, you can. Like, you can do it. Like, I just don't get why people have to be so angry about other people for being skinny. It's just stupid. Ban skinny people is stupid. Like, just do your thing. Like, I just don't understand why we have to act so crazy and be so butthurt over such stupid, minimal things. Like, get good. Do better. You can. You're competent. Be confident in yourself. That's the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below, my people, and I will see you all next time. What do you guys think about this? And also, what do you think about life insurance? Personally, I'm here to live and die by the sword. I don't even have medical yet, so I'm definitely not getting life insurance anytime soon. But if you have it, what do you guys think about it? And also, like, what have you guys been told that you have to do to be able to apply for life insurance? But yeah, anyways, that's the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below, my people, and I will see you all next time. I hope you all enjoyed, and it has been lovely. Slater.